Hi, everybody. We're back again. It's David and Kathleen from the Licata group. Woo-hoo! So we have some fun things to talk about today. Some important announcements. Spring is only about 6 weeks away, March 19th.
Doesn't really feel like it though, does it?
No, it does not. And Puxatani, what's it called?
Phil. Oops. Puxatani Phil saw a shadow,
Yep.
so we're in for another
6 weeks of winter at least. Yep. Daylight savings is right around the corner, and as most of you know, it's my favorite day of the year. It's March 8th coming up.
Why is that?
Because we get an extra hour of daylight.
Oh, right.
And I just love it. I hate winter. I hate it so much, mostly because of the short days.
Right.
And we are supposed to get a wintry mix starting today and tomorrow. So those are just some fun facts.
We've had our wintry mix already for the year.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're done with it around Spotsylvania, Culpeper, Fredericksburg, and of course lovely Lake of the Woods, where we are coming to you from.
Tommy.
Yeah. Kathleen. So we definitely had a lot of snow, which turned to ice, and it's been ice for the last while. Fortunately, we got a lot of people. In fact, some people of our own team were out helping some of the neighbors. I know that the two of the newcomers to our team, John Essie and John Radovic. John Essie lives on a cul-de-sac, and he fortunately has a little Kubota tractor, and I think he told me he cleared 5 or 6 of his neighbors' driveways so that they could get out. And John Radovic, he was out there, was helping some of his neighbors that were a little older, and sometimes their kids can't get here to help with that. So yeah, it was quite a storm. The good news was we never lost power. I don't think anybody really lost power in the lake, which is, when you look at what's happening in the rest of the country.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Because we didn't get the buildup of ice on the power lines and the trees that sometimes bring them down and crash through the power lines. And I would also say, I think that Rappahannock Electric spent the last 2 years, they've done quite a good job of thinning out the trees that were potential hazards for the power lines, and they were certainly out even in the last few months. So
Smart.
I think that all fed into the fact that we haven't lost power, and hopefully we will not lose power in the coming weeks or so. So what else have we got to talk to our audience about? Probably the biggest thing.
Yep.
Do you want to
Smart
talk about
Seller,
this?
Smart Seller Seminar. We did this last year too, but we decided to do it again this year because it was such a great turnout. Really, really good information for people that if you're interested in selling your house, soon, or even, next year or the year after, it's just some great information. We have some guest speakers. We're going to be talking about, the economy, the real estate market. We're going to be talking about what to do to get your house ready to sell, how the whole process kind of goes. The guest speakers we're going to have, about the photography and what other ones?
Photography and help with decluttering and so on. And I always point out to people, because I don't really, even if you are the most OCD organized person, there's always things that you need to move out. And I always explain to people, we really don't take photographs inside garages. So, to have the house showing wonderful for photographs, for the internet, and even for showings, you can move a lot of stuff into the garage.
Yep.
You'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot more about what we, our little tips and tricks of the trade at the seminar. And it's going to be on February
28th from 12 to 2 at the clubhouse at Lake of the Woods, same place it was last year. There will be refreshments, light lunch. So get there early to get signed up. When you get there, think about questions that you have ahead of time. Things that you want answered, because when you come in to register, they're going to ask you, to please fill out your questions, because we want to respect your time as well. We know you want the information, but we want to respect your time. So instead of doing hand raising and stuff, we're going to pull some of the best questions out and answer them for you. And of course, you can hang around afterwards if you have anything else.
Individual questions and so on. We're also, for the first time, going to be talking about some of the projects that we take on as a team. You know, we like to call them renovation or renewal projects,
Beautification.
and beautification projects. Some people refer to them as flip homes. But what we do, and what we've had quite a number of people contact us about, is you know, we want to sell our parents' home or family home, and we don't want to do anything with it. We really just want to sell it relatively quickly, and we don't want to do anything to it. So there have been some occasions in the last year where we've taken some of these projects on ourselves. We're very careful about how we handle them, but we end up with a nice home in usually in Lake of the Woods that we've purchased, renovated, made beautiful, made the whole neighborhood look a little better. And we're going to talk a little bit about how that process works at this Smart Sellers seminar.
So if you do know somebody or a home, or you're in a situation like that, feel free to call us. See if, you know, maybe your parents' home or your home or somebody you know might, you know, fit into what our plan is, and can be a win-win situation.
Yeah. So last time, I'm sure everybody remembers distinctly, Kathleen gave me an award for my tenure here at the Licata Group. My plaque I got, yeah. And this time actually, I'm going to be presenting Kathleen. Kathleen's representing our Licata Group as a whole, but recently there was a what we call the Best of Orange, and this is a directory for the county of Orange, and it covers all sorts of businesses throughout the county, restaurants and hairdressing and plumbers, everything. And you know, a lot of people in the community got the chance to vote. And Kathleen, I'd like to honor you by explaining that when it comes to real estate, the best real estate company in Orange is the Licata Group.
Can you believe it?
Congratulations. And the best real estate team, because, you know, there's individual practitioner agents and so on, but there's also teams, which we are a team and we work closely together. The gold medal went again to the Licata Group Real Estate. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take that honor.
Yeah. So you will get these. This, if you pick up from our office or from one of the places around the community, the Voice of Orange, which is a relatively new publication. We've talked about it a couple of times, and inside of the Voice is one of these, so it gives you the whole directory. But please stop by the office. We have a number of these directories for the Best of Orange. We also have the actual Voice of Orange newspaper, which we have right in our front section here. People can come and pick up. So that's that.
So I think that's about it for today. But also, if you get a chance,
Yeah, I got one. Sorry, Kathleen.
What?
So one other thing in the Voice, Orange County Voice, is something that I think everybody was certainly interested in for a good part of 2025, and it was enough. There was enough questions and answers that our fearless leader, Pat Licata, decided that her article in the Orange County Voice for this month would be inside Orange County's new assessment system. We all went through a reassessment. I think the last one was done in 2022 for all of the homes in residences and businesses in Orange. We went through one in beginning of 2025, which reset both the values as well as the Board of Supervisors reset the tax rate. So I'm not going to read the whole article. It is very interesting. Pat interviewed the new head of assessments for the county. Charlie Haney is the Orange County assessor, and you know, it's we ended up paying more. They dropped the rate per $100, I believe it is, but we ended up paying more because the valuation of a lot of the properties went up. There were 350 properties that did go in to challenge the assessment, and out of over 250, out of 22,000 active parcels that are taxed. So anyways, it's a really good article. We'll be going through this again. It's now an annual assessment process. So pay attention to your tax bills coming in. This is that time of year, of course. So that's that. And again, we've got these papers here at the office. You can pick them up, and you can also call us and ask us for some help on any of these things. So. And that's it for me. You got anything else, Kathleen?
No, just a little reminder to make sure that you check out our updated website, thelicatagroup.com. There's lots and lots of great information on there. And I think you'll find it really useful too, because there's search options and stuff as well. So be sure to check that out.
Great. Everybody stay warm and stay safe. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.